So for this update for technology tips in October, I'm going to talk to you about the great internet shutdown of October 22nd, 2015, a date that will live in infamy here in the technology department. And I'm going to try to explain to you a little bit about what happened and what you can do to help us make sure that this never happens again. You will see that I'm wearing these headphones here. I'm not trying to be like on college game day, but behind us, or behind me here, is the server room, and there's a very large air conditioning unit that's in there, and it gets loud, so this is the best way to hear me is through my headset. Okay, so I have a little graphic here about needs and wants. I'm a former personal finance teacher, so I talked a lot with my students about needs and wants, and when it comes to the internet in Rankin County School District, we've got to start really looking at what our needs are and what our wants are. So what happened this morning is that we had students coming in, I'm sure, working on their edu-typing. We had some people that were looking at Amazon, needed to buy a new pair of shoes, some people working in Canvas, doing a little Chief 3000. We had some people checking on scores on ESPN. Teachers had Spotify going, getting their kids pumped up, excited for learning today. We had some YouTube going on. People were checking their Facebook, see if new updates, backing up their information to Google Drive. Sure, we had some book fix going on, Math Excel. Then we had people that were updating or purchasing apps for their phones. And as you can see, our internet got full. So just so you know, we have a 1 gigabyte internet connection for the entire district. So the entire district has just the one internet connection. So whether it's your planning period, whether you're teaching and learning, whether it's before school, whether it's after school, we all share that 1 gigabit internet pipe. So even though you may not be teaching, it may be your planning period, it still means that you are using a part of our internet pipe. And we have to ensure that the items that we need to work for teaching and learning will be working. And by the way, that does include our phones now. So our desk phones. So when you call the front office at a school, those phones are running through our internet now. And we have to ensure that parents can get in touch with the school and vice versa, that we can get in touch with them through our phone system. So, to go back to our little chart here, let's get everything out of our house. Start with a clean internet pipe. What's been happening in the past is all of these items have been treated the same on the internet. Well, moving forward, they're not going to be treated equally. What our needs are, so edu-typing, Canvas, Chief 3000, Google Drive, all the items that are in the needs will have priority. Those that are in the wants category will not have as much priority on the internet. So for example, if you need to look up something on Amazon, you're still going to be able to get to Amazon, but it's going to go just a little bit slower than it has in the past. It doesn't mean that the Wi-Fi is broken. It does not mean that the internet is down. It just means that that particular site you're going to has been categorized as shopping, so it's going to slow down. I know that some of you see some of these items that are on this list, such as YouTube, that you think is a need for your classroom. We will continue to monitor this as we move forward, and it might be that we bump up the speed to which YouTube flows through our internet pipe. But what we have seen is a tremendous amount of abuse with YouTube. For example, we have seen students looking at YouTube videos, rap videos, throughout an entire class period. We've seen students connected to YouTube just to listen to music. We've seen teachers looking at clips from last night's Scandal episode during their planning periods on YouTube. We've also seen classrooms full of students with laptops looking at the same video. What we need for you to do to help us out is, if you have a video you want your students to watch, teachers, you need to show that video from one computer using your projector. Please do not have all 20, 25, 30 students in your classroom streaming the same video at the same time. That's taking up a very large part of our pipe, and we can't let that happen. So YouTube's still going to work, but it's going to be out there on the fringe for right now. Phones. Let me talk to you about phones for just a minute. I know, me personally, I have my cell phone here. I have my cell phone connected to my wireless when I'm at home. But when I come to work, unless I really need it, I'm going to turn this cell phone off of wireless so that it's not taking up bandwidth that we need for teaching and learning to happen. So please be respectful of that. Don't try to update all your apps when you get to school on the school Wi-Fi. Do that at home. We really need to preserve our bandwidth for our laptops, for our school laptops. Spotify is another one that I love, but again, I'm going to need to have music downloaded to my computer. I don't need to be streaming music in my classroom every day or in my office every day. We're going to have to ask you to please download music to your computer, bring in a radio, do something else instead of streaming that. We are, as always, here to help you. We don't want this to ever happen again. We want the internet to be reliable and working every single day. So that's why we have this video for you today, so that you can help us be a part of the solution. And you can use our internet and our resources for teaching and learning. Thank you.